Hello, my dear student of class 10th. Welcome in biology class. Chapter number 9 is going on heredity and evolution. In this chapter, we will only learn about the heredity part because evolution is deleted from your syllabus. So, we are studying about Mendel's rule. Mendel to take a pea plant for the hybridization process. So in this we are studying about the monohybrid. Today I am going to clear the observation which is found from the monohybrid cross as well as from the and their conclusions. First point wise here I written, and you can also make the notes. Observation of monohybrid cross. In which monohybrid car all F1 generation were tall, no medium height found. जैसा कि हम लोग पढ़े थे क्या कि जितने F1 फर्स्ट फीलियल जनरेशन, F1 जनरेशन means first filial generation means all the plant are tall. First filial generation in all plant are the tall, because we found this one situation from the T and T. We get that this type capital T small t. So this one is the first filial generation, that is all tall tree plant. In the F2 progeny, 1/4 were short and 3/4 were tall. 1/4 one is the short and 3/4 one is the tall. This one is the F2 generation. In the phenotypic character, you can see this one. I prepared in the 4. Capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, and small t, small t. In this 1, 2, 3 means when the first tall T, capital T plant that represent the all the plants are tall. So 3:1. So according to this, that second filial generation means F2 generation or progeny, 1/4 part were short and 3/4 were the tall. In the phenotypic ratio, F2 generation 3:1 means 3 tall 1 short. In genotypic ratio is the 1:2:1 because 2 capital T, here is capital T small t, small t, small t. This one get capital T small t 2, capital T 1, and small t 1. That is genotypic correct. This is we got from this monohybrid cross that is used by the Mendel for a garden pea plants. So here conclusion, what we get from this conclusion from the monohybrid. First, capital T and capital T small t both are tall plants. Both are tall plants, while जबकि small t is a short plant. इससे क्या मिला कि जो यहाँ पे कैपिटल T है, यहाँ पे दोनों पे कैपिटल T फर्स्ट ये दोनों क्या हुए टाल प्लांट हुए, और जहाँ पे दोनों स्मॉल टी है वो क्या हुआ शॉर्ट. अब इसमें a single copy of capital T is enough to make the plant tall. ये केवल जहां पे केवल कैपिटल टी आ जाए, चाहे वो स्मॉल टी के पहले ही क्यों ना आ जाए, वही एनफ है कि सभी प्लांट को क्या कर देगा टाल प्लांट बनाएगा. और जहां पर दोनों बोथ कॉपीज ऑफ स्मॉल टी फॉर द शॉर्ट, जहां पे दोनों कॉपी क्या हो जाए स्मॉल टी हो जाए, तो क्या करेगी होगा वहां पे साल प्लांट. नेक्स्ट, कैरेक्टर आर ट्रेट्स T are called dominant trait and small t is for recessive. कैपिटल T means dominant, जहां पे कैपिटल T से कैपिटल T, कैपिटल T से कैपिटल T, वहां पे बनेगा क्या डोमिनेंट मींस पेरेंट टू प्रोजनी में कोई चेंज नहीं है. जहां पे पेरेंट से प्रोजनी में चेंजिंग हो जाए, कैपिटल T से स्मॉल t हो जाए, तो वहां पे रेसेसिव बोला जाता है, दैट इज रेसेसिव कैरेक्टर्स. सो from the above these observation and conclusion, Mendel formulated a rule regulation that is called law of segregation. बहुत ही important है law of segregation for your board examination. It will come in the form of short note, otherwise a short question answer for 4 mark in your board examination as well as in the internal examination. Law of segregation, along that is depend upon observation of monohybrid and their conclusion. What is law of segregation? very simple. Every individual, according to law of segregation, every individual possesses a pair of alleles for a particular trait. लॉ ऑफ सेग्रीगेशन से क्या हुआ, जितने इंडिविजुअल हैं मींस जितने इंडिविजुअल ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं, पोजेसेस मींस उनके पास क्या होता है, पेयर ऑफ एलर होते हैं, किसके लिए, उसके एक पार्टिकुलर ट्रेट के लिए, ठीक। एंड ड्यूरिंग गैमीट फॉर्मेशन a gamete receive only one trait from the allele. इसके अकॉर्डिंग क्या होगा, जब वहां पे गैमीट का फॉर्मेशन होगा, जो गैमीट होगा वो रिसीव करेगा क्या, केवल एक एलल को, कहां से, उसके ओनली वन ट्रेट फ्रॉम देयर एलल्स, उसके एलल्स से, एलल पेयर है ये कैपिटल टी। so we can say a particular trait can be dominant or recessive in the particular generation. So this is law of segregation. Once again, what is law of, every individual possesses a pair of alleles for a particular trait. During gamete formation, a gamete receive only one trait from the allele. A particular trait can be dominant or recessive in a particular generation. इसका मतलब क्या है कि कोई भी इंडिविजुअल होगा, उसके पास क्या होगा, एक पेयर का एलल होगा, एक पेयर होगा जो कि किसके लिए रिस्पांसिबल है, पार्टिकुलर ट्रेट के लिए। जब कोई भी गैमेट का फॉर्मेशन होगा तो गैमेट रिसीव करेगा केवल वही ट्रेट जो कि जिसके पास, जो एलल के पास होगा। तो वहां पे क्या हो सकता है, पार्टिकुलर ट्रेट क्या हो सकता है, या तो डोमिनेंट होगा या तो रिसेसिव होगा, किसके लिए, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन के लिए। दिस इज ऑल अबाउट ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस इन व्हिच वी फाउंड all F1 generation were tall, and in the F2 progeny they have 1/4 were short and 3/4 were tall, and phenotypic ratio is 3:1, 3 tall, 1 short, and genotypic 1:2:1. So observation what found, where when capital T and capital T small t both are tall plant while small t is short. A single copy of capital T enough to make the plant tall, and both copy of the small t make the plant short. Character or trait T are called dominant, and when this is small t is called recessive. Law of segregation is important for your exam. Every individual possesses a pair of allele for a particular trait. During gamete formation, a gamete receives only one trait from the alleles. A particular trait can be dominant or recessive in a particular generation. This is all about law of segregation along that observation of monohybrid cross.